Oregon Ducks and the Texas Longhorns. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Longhorns ready to kick it away first. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's more. Right side, it's Hill. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down in the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Fires to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Push is ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. More to throw for it on 4th down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Manning on play action. Here comes the heat. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Sells to Faith. He's taking the shot. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Hits inside, it's Hill. Turns it on in midfield. Speeding down the left side. The 10. To the house. Touchdown, Oregon. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out and they were stopped on 4th down, David. Trying to get behind the defense. Underneath Tulsa coverage, got it deep downfield. That was the definition of a quick strike, and now we'll see if they can turn that huge play into points. They'll run it. It's Brown. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Throwing more. Buying time to his right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Here's Moore to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Slings it downfield. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Davison. All over him immediately.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. They come to the line of scrimmage full of guts, passing on the field goal attempt that would give them the lead and going for the touchdown on fourth down. Fourth down, Moore. Rolls right. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Play action. Here's Manning. Gonna let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They get to him as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Catches it, past the sticks, and still on his feet.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. And if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Second and long here. Here's Arts to throw. Fires to the right. Oh, look, my one hand. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Hand off for Brown. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. To throw, Manning. Under pressure. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Third down from the gun, Manning. Oh, pressure's coming. This defense rises to the occasion, and now deep in this game, will they send out the field goal unit or go for it on 4th and short? And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. The ricochet off the left upright and through. That'll bring him to within 4. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going. He wants to go deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Arch Madness. Finds his man. Reads the tackle, and he's got room. He's in the plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. The Longhorns, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Moves the pocket. It's Manning. Finds a man in the middle. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Try the right side with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Arch is going to throw for it. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Just got rid of that one.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Manning. Throws toward the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on fourth down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dante Moore. Out wide right, it's Hill. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Smashes ahead. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. A give to Brown. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Moore. He's got the back in the middle. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient. And when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Moore will throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Left side, it's Davison. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Again, it's Moore. Moving out to the right. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think You see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll run him again. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Driving forward, it's Davison. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Throwing more. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Moore from the gun on third down. Got it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, but he's the guy who just made the big play.
The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. They take over holding this slim lead, and a drive right here sure would be caught, and he's got room. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll give it to Brown. Quick spin on the line. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's Manning to throw. Throws quickly. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Manning. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The give and tick, 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 tick. Now Oregon will call it 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football maybe, take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
And the Longhorns will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And the ball comes to rest right there. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, it's Hill. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Here's more to throw. Right side, it's Hill. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Keeping his eyes downfield. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down.
Can't say enough about this secondary. All game long, they have just been in the back pocket of these wide receivers. They've got the lead late, QB outside the pocket, but they don't give him anything easy, and now it sets up fourth down.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Right down the gut of the field. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Texas!
Well, no need for your offense to run out. Their special teams getting it done. After giving up a touchdown, they just wait one play to score one themselves. This guy's got tremendous speed. As soon as he saw that open grass, he put his foot in the ground, and he got north, and he was gone, David. The game changes so quickly here late, but special teams really coming through.
Man, special teams coming up clutch, and if I'm the defense that just gave up the touchdown before that, like, I got an extra shot in the arm. Like, I get some adrenaline. We took back the lead. Now it's time to go out, do my job, get a stop, make a play for my team in the fourth quarter.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Dante Moore moves to his right. Gets rid of it. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Moore to the air. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Defense ends this game in style. Coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good